Hello friends, good evening. Today I have launched my very first instance of Odoo 19. I am on Odoo 19 on the SaaS version. I have launched my trial instance with version 19, and today I am going to cover a very interesting topic about new inventory valuation with landed cost impact. So what I have done is I have configured our chart of accounts with the periodic and perpetual valuation way. So here you can see in my general configuration, I have configured periodic and keep manual configuration with average costing method, and then inventory valuation as a common account, which is periodic, and common journal. And then what I have done is to create this example, I have created two separate valuation account. One is for periodic, another one is perpetual. So inside my periodic valuation, I have kept stock variation as a variation account. And in my perpetual valuation, as Odoo has recommended, not useful for only useful for continental, not for perpetual or Anglo-Saxon. So I'm keeping it blank, and expense account will keep from the master company configuration. So here my master company configuration says like all the expense account will be registered under cost of goods sold account from here. And then I have done two separate product categories. Name periodic category, where I have selected valuation as periodic with this periodic valuation under stock account. And then I have created perpetual category, which is pointing to perpetual inventory valuation stock account with perpetual valuation method. So this I have done, and then over here under perpetual I have created product, that is product 2 as a name, and then I have created product 1 under periodic category. So let's start our journey to purchase this particular item and then see how landed cost works. So over here, let's say I am buying 10 units right now, and I am receiving all those 10 units, and then I am creating a custom duty as a service type product, and then I am defining this as a landed cost, and I would like to define the split method as by quantity. So now this is my custom duty product. I have already registered my purchase order. I have received the item, which is product 1, and let's see how Odoo will show me the accounting books. So as this is manual method, it will not register any of my inventory, but under valuation, definitely I can see the stock variation over here because I haven't registered anything, and the ending stock is 1000, and it is going to be like this. And then what I have done, I can do is I can directly create a bill from here and register my expenses also. So over here I'm replacing, okay, let me continue with let's say miscellaneous expense or cost of goods sold, and then confirm the bill, and then still the valuation will be intact. I have only registered my expense. So in terms of my profit and loss, I can see the current cost of sales will be 1000, which is registered right now. Now on top of it, let's see if I am registering any landed cost. So I define vendor 2 to whom I am going to pay. I have to enable this product field and then select custom duty, and the account which is uses cost of goods sold, and I would like to register, let's say $50, and then before confirm I will create a landed cost. So the default account which is keeping here is inventory valuation, and then I compute based on my inward, and then on $1000 the new cost of 1050 will be applied. Before I apply as I have measured the product 1 with average costing, the current cost is 100. Okay, now I am validating this particular landed cost, and then I confirm this bill also. So over here, if I refresh, the cost will be updated to 105. So even with manual and periodic inventory valuation, if I apply my landed cost, it will register and increase my cost of product by the difference. And then now if I run my inventory valuation report, the new report will say 1050 because nothing has been generated as a stock valuation. So if I manually create a journal entry, and then it will register my opening balance over here. So let's do that, and then it will create a periodic inventory valuation debit entry with this, and then I can see my manual inventory over here. So this is how you can see $1,050 of valuation with landed cost, even with periodic inventory like this. Now let's say I am registering any sales to my customer on the basis of landed cost. So I am making a 2 unit of sales and selling it off and creating invoice. So it is my periodic inventory only, and then the product sale will be registered, and then my 2 units will be going out. Okay, so with SO delivery, I validate the delivery, and then over here in accounting, I will go to valuation. It will decrease my stock with 210, 105 each, and then my ending stock will be this. So this is how now I can again create a entry, and then it will pass the final entry of $840. So it will decrease my stock valuation with 210 as a difference, and then I will get my final stock at 840 now after passing that entry. So this is how I am registering that. With this, now let's consider I am purchasing again the same item, maybe 5 more units at $110 each, and then I confirm, and then I receive those items in my stock. I don't register any bill till now, and then what I will do is over here, let's see, the cost is automatically updated with average costing because now my stock has inward, and I have 8 units from previous and 5 new units at 110. Okay, so let's see what happening right now. So if I go and then see my accounting and then review my valuation, $550 of stock has been inward, and then my new inventory is 1390. So let's say if I say 1390 divided by 13 unit, the new cost is 106.92. It is exactly matching. And then what happens is I am selling off, let's say, all maybe 10 units right now from my stock. So I have 13 units, average costing is there. I am selling off 10 units right now, and then I am delivering it also. So now over here, if I see my accounting and reporting and balance sheet, it will still show the old stock entry only 840, but under review, it will show me the new stock valuation, which is available out of my warehouse, and then it is 320 only, which is new, and I have to adjust $519 of valuation. But with that, let us play a trick and then register another landed cost. So from vendor 2, if I duplicate this and register $50 of custom duty, and then I connect my second inwards over here, and then compute. The stock valuation originally was 550 for those 5 minutes and new value is 600. And then I'm validating this entry and also confirming this vendor bill. So over here now, let's see what it impacts. So over here in balance sheet, it is 840, but under inventory valuation review, now you can see it is, periodically it is increased by 332, ending stock with variation, what comes as a difference than earlier. And then if I generate, then it will pass the entry over here. But with that, you can see the example, like for this 332 will stay common, and then 507.69 will be that new entry. So now let's say if I check my product again, which was my original product, I have 3 on hand and the new cost is 110.77. So what Odoo has done, like previously it was 106.92, then I sold out 10 units out of that, and then I left with only 3 units. So on 3 unit common costing, Odoo has applied the new stock valuation, and that is coming 110.77. So what actually happens, I have also registered my income, then cost of goods sold with those entry. And in this general ledger, you can see custom duty cost is also applied, and then it become this. So if I review inventory valuation and generate the new entry, then my stock is 507.69 worth 3 units right now. So if I go to my inventory and then current stock report, it is saying 332.31 with 110.77, and then in my balance sheet it is the same 332.31. So this is how we can see the impact of even landed cost on the periodic inventory valuation. Now let's jump and check the another perpetual way. So what I will do, I will create a new purchase order with my second item, and I am buying the same 10 units at 100, and then I will receive those items. As soon as I receive this item under accounting balance sheet, there is nothing till now, it is received. Under review also you will see nothing, because right now it is showing the error because I haven't configured those account over there. Okay, and then whenever I'm creating a vendor bill for this, let me first create a bill for this and confirm, and then create a bill. So now it will go to inventory valuation perpetual. So it will register my valuation during the bill creation. And now I can see inventory valuation perpetual with $1,000 right away over this. Okay, the error is still there because this, having some glitches in the code. And then now let's see if I am selling the product to my customer, let's say 2 unit at $200 each, and I confirm. Okay, and I just deliver those items. Now if I see my inventory valuation, it is still 1,000 because I haven't registered anything till now under cost of goods sold. But as soon as I create the invoice according to the old Anglo-Saxon method, it will generate my stock valuation credit entry and cost of goods sold over here right away. And then I can see my cost of goods sold increase and my inventory goes down in my perpetual account with 200. Now what happens is, let's try and create a landed cost for this new item which we have purchased. So I'm creating a vendor 2, or let's say custom duty as my vendor, and then create a custom duty with $50, and then create a landed cost. I compute with my third inverse. So over here it is showing $1,000 original and 1,050 is the new valuation. And then let's see on my products, product 2, I have 8 unit on hand and the cost was 100. Now let's say as soon as I validate this and then refresh my product, it will update the cost at 105, like it has divided to 5 unit. And then originally what happens, the cost of goods sold is registered with 50, which is accurate. So under profit and loss, now you can see cost of goods sold will register with the $50 additional as a custom duty. And then my balance sheet will show me the perpetual with 840 because I have already sold 2 units earlier without registering my landed cost. And then whatever is left, like 8 unit at 105, it will come to 840 as a final valuation. So it is working perfectly fine now with even perpetual. Even after selling the goods, I can register my landed cost, and then it will pass the cost of goods sold or whichever account you wish to register those expense accurately, and then your balance value will come here. The only thing which is not there is in the invoice, when you see the cost of goods sold was registered 200 because at that time the cost of goods sold was 100, but in update it has reset to 105 after applying the landed cost. But the cost of goods sold with $50 is already in my profit and loss because of that landed cost vendor bill, and then rest valuation is also updated with $50 and then $40 applied to on-hand stock right now. So that's how Odoo is safeguarding entire entry with perpetual accounting with landed cost. Hope this tutorial will help many people to start using the landed cost even on periodic level as well as on perpetual level, both, and then pass the manual entry in case of periodic and automatic you can see in perpetual how Odoo manages in Odoo 19. If you have any question, you can contact me on LinkedIn or YouTube or email. Thank you guys. Have a good day and have a happy time with Odoo 19.